Dabbers and Alakazams, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Well, we're here in Old Charlian because we gotta go pop down to Labyrinthos to unlock the last raids. The last normal raids of Pandaemonium. It's sort of the last raids. The story was like, it ended pretty, happily. We defeated Anabaseios like nobody, hurtless. Yeah, we fought Anabaseios hurtless, and we're like, okay, grand. We did it, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And then the Pandaemonium opens up in the Ethereal Sea, you're like, wait, what? See you in 2 patches, you're like, okay, sure. When you're fighting Anabaseios Heartless, I always type in, how many times do we have to teach you a lesson, old man? So in true raid fashion, I always like to put on the glamour of the previous raid gear. So because I do like the helmet, but my horns do come true, so what we're going to do is, we're just going to wear this gear, because we mean business. And I have not been spoiled on the fights, but my friends tell me, if you skip the cutscenes, you'll just be like, wait, what? Because apparently there's a funky transition from one point where you skip the cutscene, you just go, fuck it, whatever. But I'm gonna, take my time to read and see what the hell is going on with the ending. So we have to go all the way down here. Oh god, So, it's 3 PM as you can see, so hopefully this will be a good enough time for people queuing for the raid. As 4 PM is normal raid. Daily reset, people do their week dailies. I'm almost at my weekly Tomy max point. So my trophy crystals, gotta cash those in at some point. But yeah, we have the Eater of Souls. Rusanad breathes a sigh of relief of your arrival. Ah, Sumiri, I had a feeling you would arrive soon. Urgent tidings always seem to carry you in their wake, after all. Master Fortuno recently sent word regarding his investigation. It seems to cover information regarding Professor Clauden's whereabouts and the sudden appearance of Pandaemonium in the Ethereal Sea, and he would do well to meet with him at once. If you have no objections, I ask that you proceed to the Alatea scope forthwith. I shall make the necessary arrangements to join you shortly. Cool. Yeah, the scoop is down there. Sure, let me down. Take me to the spaceship hangar slash the portal to God. Sup? Still not gonna let me fly around here? Shame. Do fucking wheelies. Make me drive all the way there. Oh, that's right. I did recently, that should work. Oh, there we go. Yep. We were doing the world boss. I was doing the world boss in Tavernier yesterday. I was like, oh, I can't see Jack Diddley squat. I need to, if I'm gonna see stuff, I'm gonna just, you know, need to turn off the names. Here's Pandaemonium in the Ethereal Sea, which is... Technically we're in heaven, and I should turn off the face. Ah, there we go, yep. And the gear as well, so let's wait here. I mean, we've got 4 fights, and I'm gonna chase whatever gear I can try and catch. Now, thank you for answering my summons with haste. Let us forgo formalities and jump straight to the heart of the matter. Namely, the whereabouts of Professor Claudin, who has not been seen since his ill-advised journey to Azazla. Subsequent expedition uncovered an airship in the vicinity of the Aether Chemical Research Facility, although the vessel clearly belonged to the professor, who is nowhere to be found. There are signs that someone, perhaps the man himself, had forced their way into the facility, so his trail was duly followed. However, the trail led to nowhere. In the most literal sense, it was almost as if an entire sector of the facility has been wrest from existence. Further investigation confirmed the expedition party's suspicion. Now, an entire sector of Azazla has been teleported elsewhere. Teleported to where? We believe its destination was none other than the Ethereal Sea. Here were the elegant facilities reconstituted as the halls of Pandaemonium, to great success, as you can see. Wait, what? Okay. So that means Professor Claudin is in there, in a monstrous fortress? That's our leading theory. We're certain enough, at least, to risk sending you into depths in search for the missing man. Yet before we do, there's another pressing matter. While Pandaemonium may appear firmly sealed, an unknown entity was recently spied crawling forth from its gates. It's a big white man. We observed its behavior with the alethoscope. A telescope, and to our horror, witnessed it gorging upon the surrounding ether like a ravenous beast. What? It must be stopped! The Ethereal Sea harbours the souls of the departed. 'Tis the wellspring from which all creatures are born. If its flow were disturbed, life might cease to be. Precisely. Its safety is our priority. Rid of this menace, Sumeri. You'll be at the liberty to investigate what wicked machinations are afoot. The memory crystal was recovered. This memory crystal was recovered from Claudin's airship. Take it with you. It may provide some insight in the enigma of Pandaemonium. Without Tiamat, there'll be no army of phantom warriors. I realize you are more than capable in combat. Are you certain you'll be alright? Tiamat isn't the only one who could summon our illusionary allies. But he isn't? Why, of course. I've known someone of your talents would master even the ancient arcane arts. Apologies for my failure of imagination. It's called being the main protagonist, and it being an 8-man raid series. Once we are freed from the looming spectre of Pandaemonium, you must promise to share your knowledge, for the sake of our thorough reports, of course. In the meanwhile, I shall focus my efforts on providing you what information and support I can. I shall gather researchers from the confluence and construct a means convey you to your destination. The rest is in your hands. Step into the glowy circle. So the 9th circle is now available. What do you chuckleheads need to what are going to say? It should. My days are stuffed with the brim. With all that record taking and document fetching, but worry not. The knowledge of that the realm's survival hinges on my efforts sustains me. At this step, the ethereal sea itself proves little real danger, but as we know, not what else awaits you. But we know not what else awaits you. I shall monitor your health from a distance, and we might leap to your aid should a crisis be at hand. Like a blotch of dark ink on a serene canvas, Pandaemonium now floats foreboding upon the ethereal sea. From its gates, I should do a 1920s radio voice. From its gates, it has emerged a beast of an insatiable appetite for souls, as its feast threatens to sever the flow of life itself. Although Pandaemonium mysteries beckon to you from the darkness, you must first quell this immediate threat to the star. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna go back to Charlian just to check on a few things. Market board wise. Because we could be waiting a solid like 10 plus minutes for stuff. Summoning bells over here, yeah. Ready with my associates online? Nope. Alright, summoning bell time, baby. Look at all my junk. Don't question what's in my retainer's pockets. I'm an absolute hoarder of weird, janky gear. Yeah, I can just get it out naturally. If that can be gathered via natural means, then that can just go poof away. Okay, well, I yawn here annoyingly. I had a good long walk and everything, I shouldn't be that tired. But then again, 5 hours yesterday versus about 2.5 hours of this, maybe. Yeah, but we're gonna do all the raids. If we have to break it into 2 parts, I don't mind. Because if we were gonna wait, like, they say 5 minutes, but who hugging knows? I realize I've reset my HUD, that means... How do I... No, it's character. There. The dickens do I turn off my, how do I turn off inventory grid? Let me have a look. Ugh. Bum, bum, dum. Far away. Ah, much better. It's gotta be in the hood, but... Waiting on one more tank. Oh, lads, there we go. Hey, there we go. I just want to get this so I can make some nice din-dins. A nice mac and cheese waiting for me. Hey guys, hey, welcome to heaven. This place is really good. Ah, yes, delicious souls. Hey, how's it going? I summon the boys, the ladies, and everyone in between.
My feast must not end. My feast must not be interrupted.
Hey, well, it sounds right about the voice. Cocteos, a mythic creation. Oh, I didn't change my bloody portrait. Oh, I don't even know what percentage, I didn't change it. Oh boy. Alright, mechanic, I would have dubbed the name Tight Squeeze. Boy. Pretty straightforward fight, you know. I say it as a few people die. There. Epileptic meteor? I've seen this before. Damn. Ice and fire. Ice. I think a bit ice, so go fire. Okay. Because I was thinking you go to the opposite place, because that makes sense. I'm going to be doing these raids for like the next, like 4 3-ish months. Right. Screw it. Yeah, Curse is foiled again. And now we pull on what loot we can get. Just go to a random white mage. Joe. Nope. Gloves? Looks like we're doing boots. I'll pass on. We got 96 on that, so I think we're definitely working on the boots. Alright, I think I'll just type in 96 boots. Looks like I got the gloves instead. Righty then. Well, we just need to get 2 gloves. Yeah, we need to get 1 more glove to get the, Oh, impressive work, Sumeri. Those memories of your tenacity were not embellished in the slightest. Do not be alarmed. A proper introduction shall set your mind at ease. I'm Athena, chief keyword of Pandaemonium, wife of La Habrea, and mother to Eric Tunius. It is I who made Pandaemonium anew in the underworld. In a manner of speaking, I am the source of all your recent troubles. I must say, I did not imagine to meet you in this age. A slight miscalculation, perhaps a fortunate one, for your deeds in the past have left quite an impression on me. I understand you have a reason to be wary, but rest assured, there is no need. I know not what Larbre has told you about me, but all of that I've done out of sincere scientific curiosity. That appetite yet remains. Even after my rebirth, conflict is the furthest thing from my mind, and I ask that you at least hear me out before brandishing your weapon. Alright, shoot. Give Claudian back. Give Claudian back. Claudian, I was referring to the man who set foot in As's lair. He is now indispensable to my work. Worry not, for I treat all my tools with care, especially those with which I will grasp godhood. Alright, crazy psycho bitch. You are stubborn as Labrea, I see. Although I speak in earnest, you refuse to hear the meanings of my words. Perhaps you would be better served by a different teacher. Luckily, you have already possessed the tools I require to make one for you. Yes, that crystal teems with memories. Oh yeah, that was the crystal we got from the very hugging beginning of the series. It's like, hey, we found a crystal. It's got a bunch of memories in it. Just stuff. You just go back to the past. Yes, it's teeming with memories. Memories of two souls you know quite well, Lahabrea and Erectonius. Just gonna just Lahabrea and Eric. Lahabrea and a son. I shall stitch them into the fabric of two errant souls, that, with their help, you may come to see clearly. You two even remember me? Where are we? Surely these two have so much to tell you of me, and I would have you listen. Perhaps then you shall better understand me, my desire for godhood. There's another, but their souls have proven difficult to work with, however. However, with these memories, I may very well manage to weave together something presentable. You have a place in my plans. I do hope that in time you come to realize that cooperation is the best path forward. I have a little understanding of where we are, yet somehow I'm unsurprised to find you here. At present, I have more questions than answers. Perhaps you can help me address this iniquity. Is there somewhere we can speak without fear of interruption? I'm just gonna go get myself a quick drinky, so be back in 2 seconds. I'm just gonna mute here for a minute or two. Alrighty ho, I am back. Just had to... There. So yeah, I just got myself more of those mood energy drinks. This episode is brought to you by Mood Energy Drinks. It's apple flavor. It does the works, cause it's the work drink. There's one for sleep, there's one for chill, and I think there's one for... like, work, sleep, chill. Work, sleep, chill, and there should be another one. I think there's another one, but I'm not so sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know the sleep one is blue, blue, blue. Yeah. Some hints I can glean from the surroundings, but I would prefer you simply cut through the knots of questions. I don't know how long it's been, Samiri, but it's good to see you, as ever to see your... It's so good as ever to see your face. Wanted that we were under more conventional circumstances. Just where are we, and what events have led to this unexpected reunion? Welcome to heaven. Lara Brea, you're feckin'... Yeah. Lara Brea, your ball and chain is gonna take over the world. Yes, I remember you telling me about this memory crystal. To think that it contained our memories. This is a lot to take in, not least of all the fact that you hail from the future. I searched for you after a time, but I could find no trace. Now I know why. Actually, have you ever met Azum? Yeah, I'm her. But like, 2/7 of her? They're like, oh shit, that's La Brea. That's the Assia that almost destroyed the goddamn world. Our age has had its share of surprises. If my memories are to be believed, the supposedly world-ending final days came upon us, yet here we are in a future where you, at least exist. Oh. Do we overcome the despair that befalls us? Do we find a way to live on? It's complicated. Questions without simple answers, it seems. Let us take heart that life endured in some form, but as but memories. We may never have the luxury of the larger picture. Regardless, let us come to pass. This future must be protected from Athena's schemings. Let its conviction guide us to our every action. Agreed. But as memories given fleeting form, we are bereft of any physical or magical talents. We cannot aid Samiri in battle. Nay, Athena meant for us to speak and nothing more. But though we may be tools, we need not be slaves to her whims. We will tear ourselves from her grasp and shatter her ambitions. I must wonder how she knew of our history with Samiri. I'm just having lots of big sippy energy time. She likely possessed some means by which to observe events within Pandaemonium. Either while we were occurring or after the fact. Either they were occurring or after the fact. Regardless, her knowledge far exceeds our own. Our shortcoming we must remedy at once. I sense at least 3 more fights before the ending of this saga. We would do as well to learn more of the Pandaemonium now dominating the landscape of souls. Samira's colleagues will doubtless prove to be of value in that respect. Howdy ho there, viewer. Oh, these are only... I have too much materia come out of me bleeding ears, to be fair. These two are the researchers from this era. We must share what we know at once, so we might piece together this vexing puzzle. Hey guys, don't worry, they're only memories. How unexpected. I hope we can consider them allies. One with an aura of overwhelming authority, and the other that seems uncomfortable in his own skin. I believe I understand this well enough to be thoroughly intimidated. Pandaemonium awakens. La Habrea is eyeing the frightened researchers with a mix of curiosity and derision? Whatever that word means. Why do your companions hesitate to approach? We may be unusual visitors, but time is of the essence. Bring them here. Hi guys, this is La Habrea, a guy that I've defeated twice. You say what now? Yeah. Yum yum yum. Although you may be a confluence of memory, it's an honor to meet the personages that I've only read in Samira's reports. As a researcher, this is beyond exciting, but I admit it's no small measure of fear as well. I know what you mean. I can scarcely stop my legs from shaking. We are powerless to do aught but speak. I see no reason why you should be afraid. Listen, my life I only fear that I will not have the chance to ask you all the questions that are burning a hole in my mind. We stand before two of the ancients, who hold priceless knowledge beyond the ken, who hold priceless knowledge beyond the ken of any of our peers. What purpose does fear serve if not only to be confronted and conquered? To that end, we shall share with you our records, and perhaps together we can find a thread which led us safely to this conundrum. Information shall be your most precious resource, for that is the only weapon that we wield in these forms. Our memories are at your complete disposal. We shall start with Athena, whose thirst for discovery would see all life consumed. Her desire hasn't changed. She seeks to transcend her mortal existence so that she might unravel the mysteries of life. She would become a god. A nebulous concept, but Athena has her own ideas of what divinity entailed. In her mind, a god can create souls at will. Thus, she chose the underworld, or the Ethereal Sea, as it's known in this age, as a staging ground for our final experiments. Here lies a particularly bottomless well of ether. Even if it means stemming the flow of life itself, she intends to continue her work. She thinks of nothing else. We caught a glimpse of Athena as we came into this world. Her smile, her voice, they were just as I remember. Without even realizing, I found myself feeling an affection for her. Don't look at me like I've gone mad. I'm not asking you to join her side. I know that the true Erectonius would never want that. But these emotions remain in memory, if nowhere else. We shall remain here to compile what information we can. You must infiltrate Pandaemonium and seek out Athena. I would ask that you leave the memory crystal with us. May hold secrets that have yet to be unveiled. Or, when the plot demands, that we give out more exposition. All that's left for us to cross is... All that's left is to cross that menacing threshold. Shall we take a closer look? I have one question for you. Does the word Orsight mean aught to you? Or Orsight? Well, yes. There are few records of its existence. It mainly makes appearances in the legends of Ivalice, and in the tales concerning the Asian Lahab. In tales concerning an entity known as an Asian, this personage is associated with black orsite known as the Heart of Sabik, source of inconsiderable power. Right, the Heart of Sabik, right? Oh boy, it's been a hot fucking long ass time since we've seen any mention of that fucking lore nugget. Black orsite known as the Heart of Sabik, a source of incredible power. It was stated in like an interview, hey, are we gonna go back to what the fuck, the Heart of Ultima, like the Heart of Sabik, what the fuck was that? There's no mention of it, or past, present, it just showed up, and Yoshi P's like, oh, yeah, we have ideas, we have plans, yeah, yeah, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about that. Here we are, buckaroos. Okay, we like using white orsite to beat the shit out of Asians, but black orsite, that's a fucking thing and a half right there. Okay. I see. So time has not buried it. Don't worry, we kind of nuked it with God. Yeah, yep. Such devastation. Where are the other lads? Are they just... they're over here. I must think. Leave me while you attend to your task. The Emperor asked me about Orsite. He has yet to say a word since he heard the answer. Did I say something wrong? He is quite intimidating in his silence. I read that the ancients were much larger than the people of our era. Perhaps Athena endeavoured to make them less imposing. Oh yeah, they're right, they're fucking giants, I forgot about that. From the outside, Pandaemonium looks no different than it does in the past. However, there's no guarantee that the inside will be familiar. You would do well to secure the area near the entrance first. Once it's been cleared of threats, Lahabre and I can approach. We should begin our exploration of the interior. Portal should convey you to Pandaemonium's gates. Again, I hardly need to tell you to keep your weapon at the ready. Yum yum yum. I'm expecting I knew you would come, and I knew someone was going to show up, like my boy, Anabaseios, motherfucker. If our last fate we would meet again. I told you as much, did I not? I understand you may be confused. I was too at first. You see, I'm not the true Timus. I was made by Athena, molded from one of the many souls at her disposal. I'm on an illusion built from memory. No more real than Lahabrea or Urctonius. Even so, I believe I have a grasp of the situation. This is the distant future. A future where Athena lives once more, although the means of her rebirth are yet beyond me. You're here to stop her. Have I the right of it so far? Very good. I would be disappointed if you did not rise to our challenge. Although I'm sorry to say I cannot aid you. My creator has tempered with my essence. I am oddly inclined to act in her interests. I can do naught but offer you words of warning. We will fight, and it cannot be avoided. There's no need for that pained expression. Remember, I am but an illusion. Nothing worth shredding tears over. can free you. Just so it's free to... I'd feel terrible if I had to trans Elidibus again. I know not what is in your mind, but I must stress again, I cannot defy the urge to stand against you. Athena's hold over me is unyielding. Still, I would ask that you listen carefully to the advice I offer you now. Athena has prepared a new vessel to replace Erectonius. It's like, I call him, it's Erectonius. I just call it Erectonius because that's how I read it, and it's a fun way to say it. So that she may be... So she prepared a new vessel for her boy, that she may become a god. By gathering the souls readily available in the Sea of Ether, she tempers her own essence. Yet the souls are faint, diffuse. She doubts whether they are sufficient for her goals. So she has turned her gaze to you. Despite your 10 Ether, you managed to lay Hephaestus low, and Athena would notice secret of your strength. To that end, she has prepared an experiment for observation. Fight for your life against Athena's creation, and in doing so will give the knowledge she desires. You're gonna fight the entire raid? Okay. We're in the Kingdom Hearts Darkness bubble. This is about right. What's happening? Athena's made her move. We must find a way to reach her, or all is lost. We can do little but hope for Samiri's success. Are we? I mean, okay, Pandaemonium. Once a massive lifeless stone, now imbued with a soul. Athena has grown much since her death at Labrea's hands. Although the souls she creates are imperfect, they act with absolute obedience. And now you shall cut your way through this monster, as you have so many others. Then you shall come before me. Do not hesitate to do what you must, for that is the only way to stop it. That's the only way to stop Athena. I am Robo Pandaemonium. Let's fucking tussle, buckaroo. 10th circle. 10th circle, baby. Fight number 2. So we have this giant enemy crab. Gotta flip it on its back and attack its weak point for massive damage. You steel yourself to brave Pandaemonium once again, but the advance is blocked by a familiar face. Thebes, who has been molded by Athena from memory of the past and the souls of the present. Although his voice is friendly, he says that the strings of his creator force him to face you as foe. Before he departs, the massive stones and impregnable gates of Pandaemonium rage into a twisted form. The verboten being serves a single purpose, to crush any who would oppose its mother's plan. Fucking instant, okay. And what else to... Yeah, no, just seeing who else is on. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
I am Pandaemonium. From countless failures have I wrought miracles. Into soulless vessels, I breathe life.
I appreciate them having voice acting for the for like their intros. Does give him a bit of personality.
You will go no further. Like a spider, I spin my web. Offers no escape. I mustn't disappoint Lady Athena.
Shit's gonna blow! Alright, okay. I get it, so...
Stay where you are.
I'm gonna fire my laser. That's a tank stack on that one, right?
Wet like unto chains.
Do we?
A tangled morsel awaiting death.
Take it. Where? Am I good? Webs cling to your body. Oh, am I fucked?
All parts lead back to me.
Oh, did I fuck it up? Oh, I fucked it up.
I operate in this of Lady Athena's power.
Whoops.
Stay where you are. mangled morsel, awaiting death. All paths lead back to me. These bars are unbreakable.
Am I good over here? Oh no, I'm not. That's not good. Oh, yep, nope. Shit.
I am Pandaemonium, and these cells are mine.
There are many other like it, but this one is mine.
Stay where you are. Bear yourselves to me.
Ooh, that healer though.
Shall be unending.
Almost. That's a wipe.
For mother.
Okay, this fight could take a while. I could have stayed alive for LB. Yeah, you could have.
You will go no further.
Hey, mentor, what are you doing?
I spin my web.
Dude, what the hell? Oh, come on.
This prison offers no escape.
What are you up to? Oh, this is gonna help.
I mustn't dissipate. Lady Athena. Stay where you are.
Oh, this is my old, Oh, yeah, it says I changed some stuff with my HUD. Not ready to check. Yeah. Oh! Yay! They're ready. Welcome back.
You will go no further.
Just say, it's cool.
Like fire, I spin my web.
Lady Athena. Stay where you are. Like unto change. A tangled morsel.
Which way do we go? Am I fucked? Nope. Is that good?
Lead back to me.
I offer a glimpse of Lady Athena's power!
Stay where you are. A tangled morsel awaiting death. All hearts lead back to me.
He's staring that way. I guess we go this way.
These bars are unbreakable.
I am Pandaemonium, and these sounds are mine!
Stay where you are. Bear yourselves to me. Your punishment shall be unending.
Ooh, that was close.
Oh, mother.
Yeah. Oh, I'm slightly paralyzed.
Special cells. Your soul screams. When like unto change.
chose the one. We chose the right one, right?
Stay where you are. Life doesn't change. Back to me. For mother.
Oh boy. Almost there, we got this in the bag. We got a good flow, we know what we're doing.
Your soul screams. When life comes to change.
And there we go, folks. Robo Pandemonium destroyed. Drop a GG in the chat there. So, what were we chasing again? That's 61 though. Oh yeah. Hey! You got gloves! Which means, what I can do... Well, it means technically I can get the gloves right now. I could get... And that does increase my defense just a smidge. Yeah. Excuse me? Okay, Hey, Timus, the fuck is that? What a beautiful display as always. I stand entranced by your grace in battle. Samiri, is that? Pandemonium's final gate has been cast wide. I shall await your arrival beyond. Apologies for not coming sooner. The space is enveloped by some foul energy. I couldn't risk venturing through it before taking due precautions. Ah, sorry about that. Well, were my eyes mistaken? Was that Timus? Tell us what you know. We must consider our next course of action carefully. We have 2 more fights after this. I'm like, how the fuck are we gonna wrap up the story? And, yeah, sure, that's a gate. That looks like a gate. That must have been Timus, but how? Yum, sippy, sippy. Yum. I ought to have anticipated this. She bore witness to past events within Pandaemonium. Athena would have had found Elizabeth impossible to overlook. Few possess such a talent for magics. To say naught to the emissary's discerning judgment. So she's found his soul upon the tides of the ethereal sea. So she's found his soul upon the tides of the ethereal sea, and used his memories to craft a puppet that would serve her whims. I'm pretty sure Elizabeth's soul is like in the fucking tower the first. This is just a generic soul. No. But what Timus said is true. She imbued Pandaemonium itself with a soul. To breathe life into which should never live. Athena's research is fast approaching its culmination. Fortunately, with the information shared with us by our friends, we've made some strides towards figuring out how to stop her. A crystal called the hardest of back may be the key. The researchers related a quick but thorough history of events leading to the present. The researchers related a quick but thorough history of events leading to the present. The sundering of the star, the emergence of Asians, and the calamities that brought to bear upon the realm. Tessa, under other circumstances, would have been considered childish fantasy, but not for the name that rang true to La Habrea's memories. The heart is a beak. You know, to you, the secret of the Ultima weapon's might, not at least the spell known as Ultima, and a source of an enduring mystery. We were told that a general from the Garlean Empire was gifted to this Orsite by an Asian, that the Ultima weapon might be perfected. The identity of the shadowy benefactor, however, remains a curious unknown. You seem to be a veritable trove of uncommon knowledge. Is there aught you are withholding? Very well. At present, the heart of Sabik itself is of greater moment. It is a creation of Athena's made during her time with the words of La Habrea. This predates even Pandaemonium's construction. She brought before us a crystal she claimed to have chanced upon, saying it contained immense power. She dubbed it Orsite, studying it with a fervour unusual even to her. The inevitable fruit of her efforts was a Stygian crystal unlike aught we had ever seen. The heart of Sabik. But what is Orsite? How did she find this Orsite? Wait, did Athena encounter Ultima, the High Seraph, perchance? An unexpectedly specific question. I gather that the Heart of Sabik is not the only Ur site in this era. Regardless, I know not of this High Seraph. Athena was never forthcoming as to how she found the crystal, though we came to suspect that it was not of our star. You fucking what now? Excuse me? Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Much later, we discovered that Orsite magnifies the desires of those who come into contact with it. This would do much to explain Athena's actions following her recovery of the crystal. Alas, this realization came too late. By the time I moved to seal the Orsite and its insidious influence away, Athena's plot has already been lain. So what became of the Heart of Sabik? I dug from Athena's laboratory after I ended her life. The density of the ether within was unlike anything I'd ever observed. I knew its capacity for destruction, but further analysis proved impossible. I elected to safeguard it myself. But then in the future, you basically loaded into a big mechanical design by elegant technology. You unleashed Ultima, which nuked, but then my god prevented me from dying. A Realm Reborn was fucking weird, yo. But in the end, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Ugh. It was possible that Athena herself obscured the crystal's contents. Even were her memories stored within, I would have remained in ignorance. If she included some mechanism by which to give these memories form, as she did with her own, she would be reborn. Ironic that I should have protected those very memories in the name of safeguarding the star. Fate is loath to see mistakes go unpunished. All right, on to fight number 3. The monster unleashed Ultima. When I guess what Athena's hand that placed such magic within the Heart of Sabik? If so, it's only natural that she would gift her own creation such terrible power. The emissary's judgment. Lara Brea will discuss lingering questions concerning Athena. Yeah, please do. I've told you what I know of Athena and the many secrets she kept hidden from the world. If she indeed stored her memories within the Heart of Sabik, we must ask ourselves how they are awakened in this age. When was the crystal last sighted? During my fight with the Ultima weapon. That was a good few years ago. In which you triumphed, but failed to recover the heart. Yet according to your colleagues, there was another on the battlefield that day, an Ascian. And in that self-same Ascian was later struck down at a location known as the Eterical Chemical Research Facility. Motherfucker! God... I've heard that name, and recently, the site of Professor Clauden's disappearance. God! Fucking damn it. Indeed, he was tracing an eterical signature resembling that of the memory crystal in his possession. A signature that may have belonged to the Heart of Sabik. In which case, there's no coincidence that Athena's awakening followed. But what reason would he have to bring her back to life? Was his mind not his own? Yet more questions without answers. Although Athena's essence is that of memory, her magics have not suffered for her lack of a physical body. As the world is now, it should not be possible, but she must have found a suitable vessel. If Elizabeth is to be believed, she readies this vessel for godhood, and is perilously close to success. It beggars belief, as you know as you well know. You are a linchpin of her ambition. Yours was the only form that could contain the immense power Athena required, and has long since turned to dust. As pleasant as this discussion is, require more information if we're to unravel this mystery. You know who awaits you, Sumeri, Timus. I'm afraid, and I fear you won't find him so cooperative as we're accustomed to. Sorry about that. We know not how the vast space beyond this. We know not how vast the space beyond these gates may be, but somewhere within lurks Athena, with Elizabeth leashed at her side. This may be a simplistic theory, but hear me out. If Timus arose from his memories intact, he'll be eager to see reason. We need only break the magics that bind him to regain our old ally. When I had fallen under Anabaseios' influence, you did not stop trying until I was freed. I would ask that you do the same for Timus. Though none of us are real in the conventional sense, I feel it must be done. Timus would have never wished to be your enemy. And Ergotonius' perspective is a sentimental one. Olympus may possess privileged knowledge. To question him unemployed by magics would be ideal. Agdisus broke free from her bonds in her final moments, suggesting that Athena's hold weakens under the weight of combat. We must use the same principle to unshackle Elizabeth's mind. But remember that our very nature is fragile. Even if he inhabits a vessel with which to meet you in battle, I'm certain it is not meant to endure. If left weakened for too long, his ether may dissipate back into the ethereal sea. You had best act quickly. Let's fucking go. Oh, we're just jumping straight into it. Oh, that's fucking quick. Okay. No warm up like, oh, hello, Sumeri. It's good to meet you. Let's rumble. It's just like, here you go. Just straight jump into it. Sure, fine. We don't know how long we'll have free reign to go between here and the elatioscope, but we remain here for now unless absolutely necessary. The crystal. I've returned to safekeeping to your colleagues. I should find nothing new amongst the memories stored within. This space, on the other hand, is fascinating. Wrought by the same power that keywords wielded, perhaps. Well, nerds, it's been nice, but I'ma go to India real quick. Gotta go pick up some gloves so I can bitch slap Elizabeth for like the billionth time. Alright, it's over here. There's, and here we go. I'll show you what the raid set actually looks like. Oh, and don't forget the necklace, and don't forget the matching garb as well. Who knows if we can see a ring or not? I don't think we can, but this is what the bard gear looks. This is what the bard. This is what the aiming gear looks like, at least. Here we got a little flipping. It looks cool. The hat looks. It's clipping through, and I don't like it. Well, as you can see, this gear is slightly better than the ones we have already. So we've got, so yeah, with that, we're going to redeem and get some nice gloves that'll give her a bit more defense. Okay. Because this is what I'll be chasing for the next couple of weeks. But we're halfway through, and I'm just gonna slap this on. I know I could mend it myself, but I'm cheap and I'm lazy. So I'm just checking on a few things. Alright, back to 1920s radio voice. Give informed that he may serve as a tool to unlock the secret of your strength. Timus is unable to defy Tina's whims, and now stands against you in battle. However, you know that his heart wishes to stand by your side as he did in ages past. So you resolve to break Atina's hold by any means necessary, as you may join forces once again to walk through Pandaemonium's gates and fell the evil which lays beyond. Yeah. And I'm going to fix my hugging hotbar. Aliho was always there, and Aliho, Eastern Bow, wow, and good old bee's knees. I think Songbird was here, but I always have a clap handy. And 2 more DPS, and there we go. I guess we'll chase whatever we can get dropped first. Be it head, boots, gloves. Or accessories. We also have the choice of accessories. And there we go. Just going to mute for a minute or two just so we can scuff some food real quick. At the beginning of a raid, are you mad? Yes. Yes, I am.
I suppose I have Athena to thank for this incarnation. I have long considered how I might stand against you, I admit. In transformation, I present to you my truth. I am Enrique.
Holy shit, this music. Oh. This is beautiful. Oh, no, my glow sticks too! Ah! Fuck it. Oh, and my flipping portrait, I forgot to change it. Ah!
Will light embrace or darkness consume?
Oh, getting the orchestration role is going to be worth the grind for this.
Submit to the emissary's judgment!
Okay,
Needs be maintained.
lights, discord, and go balance?
Will you be judged worthy to exist?
That's a bit... I need to figure out this mechanic.
Are not for you to read. Will light embrace or darkness consume? Will you be judged worthy to exist?
We'll figure this out.
My heart quivers in anticipation. Will light embrace or darkness consume?
Oh, hot.
reinforcement! The balance must needs be maintained.
Okay, if I got darkness, do I go on the light side?
Will you be judged worthy to exist?
Okay, I see how this works. Opposite.
These magics are not for you to...
Alright. Okay, we got him by the balls now. We know what we're doing. You put your left hand in, put your left hand down, you shake it all about. Let's fucking go. Okay. Which side of the coin am I on? Dark, which means we go in light.
The light embrace of darkness...
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Will you
Oh
be
boy.
judged worthy to exist? Now, take your measure.
Yikes.
Power from beyond!
It's a triple stack marker, you don't leave the point.
I am the emissary, and I shall never die. Now to take your measure.
Shit. Ow.
These magics are not for you to... Will you be judged worthy to exist?
It's only a 50%, good lord.
Now to take your measure. For victory!
Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
Warriors forged in my own image.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. He summons his own boys.
These magics are not for you to...
There, extra healy wheelies.
Will light embrace or darkness consume? And I shall never die.
Okay, where have I setting my butt today?
Now to take your measure. Are not for you to read. Will you be judged worthy to exist? Will light embrace or darkness consume?
Shit. I keep thinking that's the one where it's gonna go a bit wider. I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Okay. Come on, single digits percentage. Let's victory lap this bitch. Alright. 8%. That's... do my cool move. Oh boy. Up, up! No, I tried. Ooh, I'll take the raise. It was an honor to fight you again, Littlebus. That was a fucking fantastic fight. Oh, wow. Okay, what am I gonna chase? Pass? Pass. 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 Lex, I'll also pass. I don't mind replaying this fight. Ah, there we go, I was gonna say, yep, there we go. Hey, buddy! You want a snack? Yeah, there we go. Yep. As I do appreciate that they do voice acting for the bosses, but friend or foe, The fog is lifted. I knew that Athena's magics magnified the desires of their victim at the expense of aught else, but I've never guessed what desire of mine she could exploit. Since the moment we've met, I have made plain my interest in you, my desire to understand your nature. I suppose that curiosity extended to how each of us would fare in a match of strength. What is this? Oh? Timus, how are you feeling? Free. Then I'm no longer needed. Got anything you could tell us a weakness of Athena? Do not look so crestfallen, my friend. These few moments of clarity are more than I could have asked for. We need you, Timus. Your warmth, your ether. You grasped the fraying strands of my being and tied it together with your own. Nevertheless, I fear I am here on borrowed time. I hope that I can see you through the last of our battles. Until then, I will cherish every moment. I am Elidibus, the emissary. As such, it falls upon me to judge Athena, who would disrupt our carefully maintained balance to fulfill our own desires. I swear I shall not waver in this duty. Let us return to Erctonius and La Habrea. There is much I would share with you before we embark upon our final ascent. The four of us are together once again. Although I may not directly experienced our adventures, my memories make our bonds as real as any other. I am surmised that Elidibus was constructed with the strength to see your battle done. Yet I fear his ether may not sustain him for much time, you know. Okay, here we go, lads. Let's go. Right. Timus, good to see you. I knew Samir would guide you to our side once again. I am grateful she had the patience to tolerate my lapse in manners. Athena's hold on me is broken, and I pledge every moment to my remaining time to seeing that she answers for her deeds. Very good. To that end, I would have you share what you know of her plan. Of course, as I mentioned, Athena possesses a vessel that she may serve in the creation of a god. It is someone Sumeri knows well, a man by the name of Claudian. By a twist of fate, his body proved to be the ideal for Athena's purpose. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Yeah. And in true Asian fashion, Ah, that's a nice body you've got there. Be shame if anyone were to jump and possess you. The creation of a person requires not just body and soul or memory, but rather all three. We are made of the memories of our ancient counterparts, etched upon drifting souls, and given form through the infusion of ether. We lack a physical body, yet you can see and feel us all the same. Athena's different. She has carved her memories into a Claudian soul, while it is still within its body, and thus both her own. But she is prone to error. After the sundering, beings became more fragile in both body and soul. And this difference prevents Athena from realizing the full extent of her desires. That's why she's turned her sights towards Sumeri, her uncommon strength rivals even the mightiest of our age. By scrutinizing her feats in battle, Athena aims to deduce the secret of Sumeri's power and use it to fortify her own vessel. Only then would the culmination of her own research be at hand. You have to save Claudian, no matter what. An arduous task, but not impossible. Athena can inscribe herself upon another soul, but she cannot erase its will. If we awaken Claudian's spirit to the reality of his bondage, he might be compelled to wrest his body from Athena's clutches. Yet we still don't know why she chose Claudian. What makes him more suited than anyone else? Although I've never spoke with Claudian, I did witness an incident that may prove revelatory. When instructing the vessel to do her bidding, she called it by a familiar name, Erectonius. Yeah, the theory is that that's just just the source's piece of Erectonius. What? Why would she? The sundering is as I thought. Yeah, no, there was everyone pretty much called it. It's like, why does Claudian why is he going to Alsace La? Just why? Well, that's where Lahabrea died, so maybe just the compulsion of going to where his quote-unquote dad went in his last moments. It was just sort of like, oh, yeah, that's kind of obvious. We knew that what was going to happen. Yeah, his course of action is clear. We must lay Athena low and rescue Claudian. A difficult task, to be sure. But which present company is more than capable of achieving? Yeah, we just bumped that down a smidge. Yeah. Why would Athena use my name? More questions and few answers to go around. A mother's touch. Lahabrea will discuss the plans to bring about Athena's end. Timus, you may have handed us the key to rescuing Claudia. What must we do? First and foremost, we must confront Athena. She must be made vulnerable as Elidibus was. Yet our opponent stands on the verge of godhood. As we are now, she would unmake us in an instant. Sumeri, we have no choice but to place the burden of our fate and the fate of many more besides squarely upon your shoulders. I trust you have no objections. It's a burden I'm used to carrying. Objections no, concerns yes. God or no, I shall cast her down. Yeah, let's go. If you have faith in your victory, then so do I. And we all we all appreciate Samira's willingness to fling herself into the unknown. However, we have yet to hear about how we liberate Claudian. I do have a plan. Do not trouble yourself over the details. Same goes for you, Samiri. You must focus entirely your attention on Athena. She will not be easily bested, even by your prowess. And let us trust in La Habrea and prepare for a battle to come. Before we face Athena, I must know. If she had never discovered the Orsite, had never fallen under its influence, would she have lived a normal life? Would she have been a mother to me? I've asked myself the same question. Questions with no answer, I fear. But let us put them out of your mind. There's something we must discuss. And I would do not as La Habrea, but as a father to his son. Quest accepted. Fight now. God, here we are to the final fight. Right then, let's bump this up to at least 55. Yep! Yeah, okay, cool. I want to at least fix my chair jump. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I got the reprimand about the other day. There we go. There we go. Athena maintains absolute control over this space. Beyond the gates, she has doubtless built herself an abode worthy of a god, and now it's the arrival of her supplicants. Now we place our trust in you. The rest, let's wait until we have Athena before us. Right now, Athena must be the sole focus of your attention. She will not hesitate to exploit any weakness she senses. Okay? Cool. Right then. Final fight. The key chieftain of Pandaemonium's appetite for godhood has been made only more keen by 12 millennia of slumber, and even with her own flesh and blood are naught but tools of which she feeds, with which feed her hunger. No sacrifice too great, no price too high. Athena would see all life extinguished as it brought her even more one ill close to her ultimate goal. Her wicked ambitions can be suffered no longer, so we must journey into Pandaemonium's heart and cut out at the source. Alright. Let's have a go, folks. Right. There. I fixed it. Now let's have a tussle, Athena. Let's... Welcome to... Okay. Hello, Athena. Let's rumble.
You have done well to reach the seat of godhood. Now, bear your souls to me.
Go! My boys! My ladies! And all in between. Let's have a go. Attempt to clip your wings for good. I think we're all too busy raving right now to care.
Show me your all, that I might become divinity manifest! You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Oh, it's the wing. The wing's glowing that way.
From nothing I mold life.
Okay.
You cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Now.
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
We go over here? Okay.
You cannot escape my final gaze. This is but a glimpse of a false strength. Behold such
Alright, I'll clear time. Okay.
Seven hells to the pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble! Such a singularly resolute soul. These chains are forged from the fabric of creation. Shine brilliant for me! You cannot escape my eternal gaze. Today, my theory shall be proven as thought. These chains are forged from the fabric of creation. Silent vessels, I give voice.
Oh, wrong one.
Shine
Yeah.
brilliant for me.
Sorry about that, folks. Okay, LB heal. No, not yet. We're not LB healing just yet.
Today, my theory shall
So many
be
hugging
proven as
dancers, good lord. She's at 11. That's good. My skills are off on cooldown. Okay.
These tales are told from the fabric of creation.
And pop all of them.
Shine brilliant for me!
Oh no!
You
Yeah.
cannot escape my eternal gaze.
Can we survive? Can we do it? Eight,
Today, my theories
7,
are proven less
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, lads. Oh, that was a bit dicey at the end. Get fucked, Athena. Ooh, GG. Ka-chow. That is the Pandaemonium Anabaseios CO, whatever you call it, raid series done. Now, what's the minion? And who gets the commies? Want to healers too? Hey, to follow you whenever. That is her wish. Ah, no, didn't get that. We got gloves. Oh no, we don't have there's no helmet here. There we go. I'll take an accessory then. Let other people get their... Yeah, I think everyone got what they wanted. There we go. Oh, he's gonna, like, the memory's gonna look at his present day self and go, huh, you make a good udder. Countless years I have waited within that stifling crystal, and now, when my dream is finally within reach, you stand in my way. Your dream is naught but selfish ambition. Its fulfillment would benefit only you. And why, Athena, at the end of this road of godhood, what did you hope to find? It matters not. The fact remains that you worked against the interests of the stir. Even so, I would hear her answer. I want to know why my mother cast us aside. How unlike you, Arctonius. You were never so inquisitive before. Having struck upon a hypothesis, there is but one thing the wise woman desires. Irrefutable proof. My theory that any true god would see us as we are, imperfect. She would hammer out our flaws and build something greater. To prove that this could not but benefit the stir, I would give it the perfect stewards, that it might shine brighter than any other. And you would destroy the lives already upon it? In that I am no different from our peers. Over the course of eons, how many creations have we wrought? Such creatures cannot but usher their inferior predecessors into oblivion. Even without her meddling, nature would take the self-same course. If the destination is the same, it is somehow worse to arrive there by the guidance of a god? I think not. The Orside made such thoughts irresistible, perhaps, but it cannot have created them from whole cloth. This is Athena's truth. What right have you to pass judgment? You are but a vessel of my masterwork. Your purpose ends there. My mistake was leaving you possessed of a soul. What are you saying? Poor Erictonius. Always the last to arrive at the obvious conclusion. I gave birth to you for a single reason, as you might serve as my tool, and like any tool, I crafted you to suit my needs, as you might accept my essence when the time came. Of course, I also made you more amenable to my demands, and ensured that you would feel a... I do like this song. This song's pretty cool, though. Of course, I made you more amenable to my demands, and ensured that you would feel a cloying affection to your dear mother. However, it seems that my tinkering was insufficient. My very feelings were of your design. You created a boy unable to grasp even the simplest magic, ever hopelessly clinging to his mother's robes, unable to do otherwise. I was doomed from the start. Yet here you are, standing in defiance of her design. You are more than what she made you. I feel the sting of it, but the pain comes clarity. You ill desire to wear the mantle of a god. As stubborn as you are witless, if the star is not to be mine, then it serves no purpose. She's having a Frieza moment. I'll destroy heaven! She aims to obliterate the ethereal sea and stem the flow of life. Yeah, she's having her Frieza moment. Oh my god, yes. She will do no such thing. Before the battle, Larabray told me I was the key to finishing this. Although I am an illusion, my soul has crossed eons to find at home in another. One whose body Athena has seen fit to purloin as her own. Much of what I once was now resides in him. Should my memory seize this chance to follow suit, they may resound enough to wake his mind. But Athena inhabits him still. What will become of you? I don't know, but if I can arouse his soul, perhaps I can disrupt Athena's hold. It's the best chance we have. My whole life, others have looked down upon me, but I've never given up searching for my purpose. Now I've found it. This decision is yours to make, and yours alone. Make Daddy proud. Do as you will, my son. You know, you shall make me proud. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Arctonius, do not dare! No! Stop this! Your words hold sway over me no longer. My life is my own. And I found my true family. Oh, sorry. Oh no, I've been defeated. My power wanes. The vessel rejects me. Oh. Let me just, What's happening? Athena's magics should be impotent. Athena's magic should be impotent. Should be impotent with no body to fuel them. Impotent was it? Sorry, give me a second. Whoa, sorry about that. Whoa, just have to get rid of this aforementioned cough. It will take a while. Damn you, heat, for causing me to snore aggressively, which causes my throat to go, oh no, you're gonna have a bad time, buckaroo. Enjoy pain and suffering. Yeah, precisely. Athena was the sole force holding the space around Pandaemonium together, and now it crumbles. Although little would change if we were buried here, we cannot let this be Sumeri's final resting place. She's gonna, I presume she's just gonna, like, crawl and cradle her mask. Of all my miscalculations, think that you would be my undoing. That you would be even capable of defying me. As Sir Mori would say to me. Or have you decided to return to your dear mother's bosom? Have you brought Claudian back to me? Apologies. I am but the only dregs of your own memory, and I could do naught but watch as the evil you've wrought collapses, bearing you under its weight. How disappointing. Truly useless to the last. And who made me that way? Okay. Questions, questions, and more questions. What did Claudian set out by himself? What did he see? Oh, I hope he wakes up soon. At least on the surface, Professor Claudian appears unharmed. We must wait for him to regain consciousness to judge anything beyond that, I fear. Although Arctonius was not but a collection of memories, I know his absence pains you. But he acted with resolve, full aware of his potential consequences. Let us look back at this moment, not with sorrow, but with pride. You both are the heroes of this day. Athena's ambitions would have swallowed the world had you not stemmed their advance. We shall stay here, but to look out for Professor Claudian and ensure that there is no further disturbances in the ethereal sea. You should rest, and I would not take no for an answer. Okay. We should stay and wait for Claudian to regain his senses. Please, pray rest a while you can. Okay, so. Guided by the past. It seems we can do naught but wait. Is it gonna, like, wake up with, like, 2 different eye colors? Probably. Yeah, definitely not. Perhaps we might discuss a matter which has been troubling me. While your colleague, Nemgigi, was enlightening us on historical events which led to this era, he let slip of one of the names of the name of one of the Asians, La Habrea. Although, it's a female. It's a female LFL. Whoops. Although she knew of the figure only in her research. She was most insistent that there was no evidence connecting the Asian to myself. Yet I'm aware of that this La Habrea used the heart of Sabik to sow chaos through your world, and I would be a fool to deny such connections between us. You're the only one present who has met the Asian in question, so I would ask you directly: Are he and I one and the same? Is my fate to work in the shadows and bring until ultimate destruction? You know what? City, like, this is La Habrea, but it's the person that has the office of La Habrea, has the mantle. To be fair, I cannot be certain. I'm sort of with Sumiri here. We're doubting a diplomatic answer. I understand the Ascians often use bodies of others to enact their plots, so it's impossible to say who they truly are. These Ascians, or paragons, I'm told, were ruthless in their schemes to rejoin their sundered worlds. I've heard but a small number of their deeds, and I find it difficult to comprehend the depths to which they were willing to sink. To choose a path of evil for the sake of the star. I admit, 'tis a decision I would make under the right circumstances. Although the ages may take their toll, my devotion to my duty will never waver. Paying no heed to what might be lost, I will treat the heart of Sabik as a mere tool for my own ends. Never caring to look beyond the surface, I will unleash forces that I fail to truly comprehend, and remain blissfully ignorant to my hypocrisy all the while. It appears Claudine has awakened. Sumeri, I have some faint memories of what transpired. You stood against Athena and won. And you were there too. And you were there. And you were there. We're just going full Wizard of Oz up in this bitch. Yeah. Hello, son. Lahabrea, Arctonus' memories of you dwell within me still. Through unyielding discipline you hoped to forge a son equal to yourself, but the crucible you placed him in left scars, which were loath to heal. Yet you were never motivated by selfishness. All you did was in service of your duty. At the least I will hear no more. Though you may possess Arctonus' memories, you are not him. In rebirth you have become someone else entirely. And you belong to this age. As such, I am your enemy. An enemy does not deserve sympathy. Of course, I would never condone the actions of the Alcyon. But you are not him. You are Lahabrea of the Convocation. You spared no effort in saving us from Athena's machinations. That you deserve the utmost praise and my personal thanks. If you insist on deceiving yourself, then so be it. My stance remains unchanged. The most difficult of your tasks is behind you, but you may find that Pandaemonium has yet to relinquish the last of its secrets. Among them is the identity of Hephaestus' liberator, who set the very wheels in motion. There is one place we will find the answers: the past. However, I must insist that you keep silent about Athena's fate. While I doubt it would change the decisions I make, you should not tender us information we could not uncover ourselves. Now that I've said my piece, I shall follow in my son's footsteps. Farewell, Lahabrea. These odious memories will fade to nothing, as was always their fate. Farewell. My time, too, draws near, but I believe I can stay long enough to see this matter through. Shall journey to the past to seek the truth of Lahabrea's words, yes? Artemis himself may have been there to see this encounter. I have the unique opportunity to hear your perspective of the matter. That is, of course, if you will share it with me. I look forward to it. I shall take in the ethereal sea one final time as I await your return. I believe we're We've yet to see the full effect of these events will have on the Ethereal Sea. Once Professor Claudian recovers, we must conduct a thorough investigation. Risanite and I shall return to Aporia and make a report to Master Foshinau at once. Oh, where to begin? I too shall stay here on which return. I could use the rest, and there is a matter I will discuss with you and Timus before we say our farewells. Now all that's left for you is to return to Pandaemonium and ask Lahabray to share light upon its remaining mysteries. I look forward to your return. I'll just teleport to the past. I have that power. Oh, God. Hey, by the way, guys, I invented the motorbike! Gaze at its magnificence! Be amazingly jealous, it flies! What for now is a flying dog called Ergo? Ha! I've got a flying bicycle that's called a motorbike! Alright. Yeah, a bunch of lads out here. You must be Samiri. I'm Hegemon, keyword of Anabaseios. But I suspect you may already know that. We didn't meet once before after all, though not entirely myself at the time. Thanks to whoever I could rightly say my facilities are mine once more. At present, so I am taking stock of the damage done to the facility. Making me go all the way. That Attila would build all this. This isn't all she's left behind. Hey lads, how's it going? Samiri, I didn't expect to see you again so soon. 'Tis always a joy. You always seem quite happy to be here. Thanks to you. Thank you for checking on us. Did you speak with Hegemon, and the other wardens on your way here? The work is long, but we've made great strides in undoing Athena's meddling. Hi, by the way, I'm from the future. Yeah. Samiri, truth be told, I thought you would have little reason to ever visit this place again. Seems I was wrong. I'm looking for answers. How neatly you obfuscate your motivations. Do as you will, then. She's gone through the trouble to visit us. I hardly think curtness is in order. We braved Pandaemonium together. Why not at least share with her our progress? I've relinquished control to Pandaemonium to Lahabrea. I was never meant to hold it for long, and now such authority resides in rightful hands. With Lahabrea's help, we have poured through Athena's research into the Hematoi. We're able to restore Hegemon's mind and body. Yet there's still much work to be done. Damage to repair, keywords to replace. The tasks are too many to count. But although the path may be long, our progress is steady. I believe we can safely say that Pandaemonium will soon function as it did before. Indeed, but before we reach that point, however, there are some matters which must be put to rest. One concerns Pandaemonium itself. I know there's a personal matter. Until they are settled, I cannot move forward. It shall not take long. Lack of resolve caused me to delay, but I've chosen my course. His concerns must weigh indeed. Must be weighty indeed. Do you intend to share your burdens with us? If you would bear witness, then come. Your arrival at this very moment often almost beggars belief, and I shall not ask you to leave. I simply ask do not interfere, no matter what may happen. Sorry about that. Stay here. This will be over soon. It's a cursed cough. Why did you call me here, Master Lahabrea? There's still much to be done. If the warders are to be freed. You have served within Pandaemonium since Athena's time, have you not? That makes you the most senior keyword. Now that Agadistis is gone. As much you deserve to know a secret. You deserve to know a secret few others are privileged to hear. One concerning myself. Separating Hephaestus from myself required removing part of my soul. A necessary sacrifice, for one which came at no small cost to my natural talents. But I am a shadow of the man I was at the time of my appointment as Lahabrea. I could never hope to wield the same magics that Hephaestus used to bind the warder's mind, let alone break their shackles. That tone of defeat does not befit your voice, Master Lahabrea. Do not give in to despair. There is no despair, only truth. I do not confide in you to garner cheap sympathy. Hephaestus left behind fascinating research. His conclusion that in order to transform a vessel into a Hephaestus, absolute control over their mind was essential. As you well know, the magics used to achieve such domination exploited strong emotions within their victims' hearts. In the case of Hesperos and Agadistis, their respect for me. Upon slipping their bonds, Hephaestus took steps towards Pandaemonium into chaos, and their attention divided. Keyword and warder alike were easy targets. But there was an act that came before, regardless of Hephaestus' prowess. He could have not won freedom on his own. For long days and nights I have pondered who might have released him. I could not have concluded that Athena's plans were set in motion I could only conclude that Athena's plans were set in motion long, long ago, when she claimed the mind as one of her admirers. Hegemon. No one would question your pride in your position, your devotion to Pandaemonium. But you do not believe I am one fit to lead it, do you? Loyalty not lies with my vision of Pandaemonium, but Athena's. Master Lahabrea, whatever spurred this sudden accusation, I assure you there is a proper explanation. What are you doing, Lahabrea? Do not approach! As I've currently stated, even I should detect Athena's tinkering. I'm currently powerless to dispel it. And so I've come to a decision, which I have made with the best interests of our star in mind. In order to build a better future, I acquire the strength I've lost. Oh, he's gonna fuse. I must embrace these odious memories. Mark well the sight, engraven upon your very soul. You now bear witness to the true Lahabrea. I cannot imagine this was an easy choice, but it is done. Is she alive? Yes, and she shall remember this lesson well. Athena's puppet no longer, I see. She may yet harbour ill will toward me, but that is a risk I am willing to take. Our star requires a steady hand to guide it, and now mine is equal to the task. I can no longer allow Pandaemonium to divert my focus. Hegemon, I would ask that you serve me anew. There is no one other more suited to overseeing this prison, no one other who will take such pride in their duty. My loyalty to Athena led me to betray you once before. Why would you allow me to keep the position of keyword? I acquire your talents, as I acquire Hephaestios's. The past is of no consequence. Very well. In honor of our fallen colleagues, I shall restore this institution to its former glory. Just put the fear of like Lahabrea. It's like, hey, you're the one who struck the match, but I'm the one that's gonna burn you. Lahabrea is himself once more. He wields his authority without hesitation, and takes not choice. His judgment has sounded. Yet he is different from Athena. He thinks only of the betterment of the star. So long as duty guides his actions, he shall not share her fate. And should his convictions ever waver, the emissary will set him back on a proper course. Good. If the party chooses to walk, then I will walk with him. I'll allow our bond to fray no further. As a son, I will support him in the days ahead. I would ask that you say this. I would not ask you to say the same, Sumeri. You and I stand on peaks separated by vast chasms. Our perspectives shall never align. And never shall one give way to the other. For such is our nature. With that in mind, let us consider any depths between us to be void. Before you leave here, mark well these words. My resolve shall weather loss unfathomable and yield to no obstacle. Walk your path with the same conviction. Oh boy. Master Lahebra saw Tribute long ago, but now my mind is unclouded by doubt. My mind is now unclouded by doubt. I shall not fail him again. If not for you, my long-slumbering demons might have gone unslain. I have not been forced to reconsider my true nature. Yet, as I said, do not consider this admission of debt. Now, I believe you have other places to be. Remain here any longer and I may be inclined to place you in a cell next to one of our more recalitrated subjects. I don't know what that word means, but yeah. He's like, you stay here, I'll put you in a fucking jail cell. Shoo. From this day forward, I will do what I can to aid my father. In this way, I shall forge my own future. Anabaseios and Lahebra are one and the same, and he was named as one of the convocation. This change poses no need for concern, for all of it should be. Welp, Back to the Future. I'm going to tell you about the story how Lahebra got his groove back. He threatened a woman with hellfire, and they all went out for frosty chocolate milkshakes. The end. Yeah, I've been streaming for a good while now. No ether cards beyond this point. Sure. Ognio. Hey, hello? We're in your eternal debt. Not only your achievements in thwarting the coming of the end, but the safe return of our starship. What do you mean your starship? It's my goddamn spaceship. Can you just mass produce the spaceship so, you know, we can go to other planets? I'm looking forward to this nice mac and cheese I got earlier. Oh. Just us two? Us three? Ah, you have returned. I'd like to hear what you discovered, though I believe your friend has business with us first. There you are, Sumeri. While you're away, Timus brought me up to speed on what happened while I was held prisoner. His story shone light upon any number of questions that were niggling in my consciousness, namely those concerning the ethereal signature ethereal signature emanating from Az's law. Doubtless its source was Athena, reaching out as far as she could from her prison, ever grasping for someone to take Arctonius' place, grasping for the body his soul resided in. I wanted to ask, when you found a crystal, were you unable to hear the memory stored within? Indeed, it was only after our research was well underway that I could hearken to its whispers. Contact with the crystal should have awakened the memories, but the passage of time likely changed Arctonius' soul in subtle ways. Perhaps etherical resonance was a gradual process in this case? However, being attuned to Arctonius exposed you to Athena's voice as well. Doubtless the voice to venture forth into Az's law was not your own. It was Athena's influence working through you. I do recall strangely fixated on acting alone. I would never have encouraged such recklessness usually. Although the choice was not entirely my own, I'm still ashamed of my actions. Reflection is how we plant the seeds of growth. Although we must not blame ourselves for events out of our control. That the voice in the crystal belonged to the person from which your soul originated. Well, even the most brilliant researcher could come to that conclusion. Your reassurance means more than you know. Thank you. Now, one final matter concerns the very crystals whose discovery set this adventure in motion. Perhaps sparked by recent events, a new light began to shine from within its depths. From my experience, it may indicate that a new memory has floated to the surface, eager to be observed. For some time, the question why Lahabrea and Arctonius would leave such a crystal behind in the first place has lingered in the back of my mind. Were Arctonius' memories and such magical talents as are at my disposal, I believe I can make this final memory manifest for us to behold. Shall we witness it together? I leave this memory for you, the future of our star. The final days have come, and the creation magics we have so relied upon has hastened our downfall. But despair has not yet won out. Lahabrea and the others of Convocation are working to stem the chaos which threatens to engulf our star. Their plan requires great sacrifice. Elidibus Timus has already offered to have given his life for our salvation. Yet there's another problem that must be dealt with. Pandaemonium, wherein are confined our most vicious creations. Should we survive the final days, it will take time to restore order. If Pandaemonium cells were breached, and our prisons set upon the star, our hard-won peace would be obliterated in an instant. Someone must stay behind to ensure this never happens. With Timus and Lahabrea otherwise indisposed, that responsibility falls to me. And that is why I must defy the directive of the Convocation. My soul will not be offered to manifest to the will of the star, but instead consigned to eternal vigil. And now to that in doing so, the final days may take me. I may not live to see my duty upheld. That's why I have resolved to set this crystal adrift in the tides of the underworld. It contains memories of Pandaemonium from both my father and I shall bear this warning to the future, even if I cannot. I've imbued this crystal with magics that will attract to my essence. Even should I journey through the underworld and be born anew, this message will reach me. Pandaemonium shall not be left unattended. If all else fails, perhaps another woman, like my dear friend, will come along. One with an almost unnatural ability to pick up the scent of trouble. Talking about either Sumeri or Azam herself. I wonder where she is now, how many souls she has saved, and how many beasts she has slain since we last met. I was talking about Sumeri. Alongside my warning, this memory shall carry a wish. Sumeri, may we meet again. Now listen well. If anyone reaches this message, you must come to Pandaemonium. Please make haste, I repeat. Well, that dispels the last of my doubts. Thank you for humouring me. Now we come to this. It survived. Yes, the hurt of the beak. Fucking right now. Okay, what the fuck do we do now? The tie that bound Athena's memories to my body, no doubt. When I regained my senses, I found it on my person. And it appears your efforts have left me bereft of memories. No trace remains of Athena. However, its power as Orosite yet remains, and it may prove to be a valuable trove of knowledge in the hands of the right researcher. I fear that fate has left it with me for a reason. I shall take my leave, but on behalf of my colleagues, nay, the entire stir, I thank you for putting an end to Athena's wickedness. Yeah, but that lad Brad told me to fuck right off. He got his groove back.
I see. Then Hephaestus' story has been laid bare.
You bastards, you've actually got a oh, lads. A voiced cutscene for a normal raid series. These will be Lahabrea's final words. Not Lahabrea's, sorry, Elidibus's final words. There's a shit ton of Asians, so you just, there's something to keep track of, and I've been, Alright, let's go.
As has the nature of our mysterious crystal. The questions which led us into Pandaemonium are answered. And soon order shall be restored. I too can fade away, unburdened by regret. I could not have reached this point without you, friend. So many revelations. But there are more, if you would dig a little deeper. Elidibus's soul was plucked from the ethereal sea, and from it I was wrought. Surely you have a passing interest in what I remember, in what I feel. You deserve what answers I can provide. While my memories of Pandaemonium are clear, all else is hazy at best. Perhaps Athena made me this way. Or perhaps it is the result of who or what I was before. Still, I can recall vague figures, scenes from my future and your past. At the Crystal Tower's peak, we clash. And later, from that self-same spire, I send you forth into our age, into Elpis. Why do I decide on such a course? Formless as these images are, I cannot say. However, I can hazard a guess. Somewhere within my fragmented memories, I catch a glimpse of our journey into Pandaemonium. A glimpse which shows not the path we took or the destination where it led us, yet by its very presence demands that you are required in Elpis. And even if that act is but one link in the chain of events which ends in Atheris's salvation, then this all has meaning. Our time together, every moment, is worthwhile, and I am unburdened by regret. That said, it is possible my motivations become something else entirely. That you would cross this vast expanse in the hopes of being reunited with your allies. A devotion that once would have baffled me. But after having been to the depths of that twisted prison and back, I think I can understand. Now, I have pulled back the curtain as far as I dare. The people of your age call this the Ethereal Sea, a name I quite enjoy, for it teems with life, each star a soul on its journey. And among these uncountable stars, it was yours that crossed my path. For that, I shall be forever grateful. I wish you well on your journey. A journey as long as your star is bright. A journey not bound by the confines of this world or any other.
Farewell. a little bit. You may be at peace now.
How fascinating. The truths that dwell at the edge of sleep. The course of history is set by its victors. It is immutable, and yet should this star continue upon its path, look, the light.
Welcome back, Samiri. I hope you said farewell to Timus for me. These events have given me not only a new focus on my research, but also insight into my own origins. Truly a gift I would never hope to repay. As Laherbury said, I'm not Aractonius, yet I bear a part of him inside me. I shall do what I can to follow the traces he left behind in the present day. A spark has struck in my mind. I'm ready to pursue my research with a fervor, the likes of which I have not had since my youth. Doubtless, I shall have need of you in these days and moons ahead. When that time comes, I only hope that you will once again lend me your sound counsel. Until then, may you farewell. Awesome, Gale. Great job. So, what did we get for our troubles? No title! Ah, lads, where's my title? Doesn't matter. We got triple triad, baby! I've come an opportune chance, Samiri. Nemiji has allowed me to use her own triple triad cards, and I mean to put them to the test. It doesn't care if you care to be my opponent. We have two cards, Sudden Death, same and Dissension. Let's do so, let's just see what we can, that's cute. Ooh. I can do a bit of baiting. There we go. Give me a card, please. I should have known better than challenge the Warrior of Light herself. I must pay more heed to Nemiji's lectures on strategy. I'll grind those out, because I'll do those myself. I'm glad you made it back alive. Did you enjoy your time aboard the Ragnarok? Hope my plans served you well. God. But we did it. The normal raids are done. What that? Ah. I can get back to work doing what I do best. Being a git in Final Fantasy XIV. But we have a lot more. We have still lots more to do on this channel. I still need to finish. I still need to finish streaming Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 and Starlink Battle for Atlas. I will get back to finishing those games, but we will eventually come back to playing Final Fantasy XIV. Be it in whatever next event will be, seasonal event, and patch 6.45 for more Hildebrand. Yeah, more Hildebrand. More the further Hildebrand weapons. Expansions. What else would there be? Oh yeah, the crafting tools. I am slowly whittling my way through them to get full purple. We got a lot ways to go. But I'll be keeping myself busy. I still have the other jobs to, well, unlock and learn. But I'm gonna go make some nice dinner. And I wish you all, everyone, a happy, fantastic patch 6.4. As I look to my kill, I see quad. It's pretty cool. Quad numbers. But I wish everyone just, have a just have a good time. Hope you all get what you want in the raid. I know I'm gonna have to get myself a nice looking ring. And do we have our unsung blade, which automatically goes in here. And I'm gonna tuck this away for now. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, as every YouTuber's forced to say. As I'm gonna nudge this down a bit. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, as every YouTuber's forced to say on these dark tyrannical times. And just have a happy, have a good week. That's all I wish for everyone here at KDB TV, as well as with Sumeri Might, Warrior of Light, Crafter galore, an absolute crafting nutcase I am, and just have fun. I keep saying that, but that's the most important thing. And I'm terrible with my outros, but just everyone, stay safe out there. That's all I wish. It's for you all to stay safe and healthy out of these weird, funky times. And don't forget to put sun cream on. And this is like weird PSA time. I'm like, I just been terrible with outros. But yeah, folks. I hope to get some stuff made during the summer. And I hope that Christian Gaming Sundays can return. I'll figure something out. But anyway, folks, that's that. We'll get back to streaming soon enough. This is just a special weekend of content. But anyway, folks, take care. See you then.